So hello everyone and welcome back to some more Draconade's Origins here in Leliana's song, playing as Leliana. And let's go and talk to Marjolaine and see what we shall do next then.
Are you ready now, Leliana? The night is moving on, and our target is formidable.
Formidable, you say? Let's go now then. I'm ready.
I need only my skill, Marjolaine. I am always ready.
That, my pretty thing, is what I like to hear.
So, Marjolaine sometimes surprised us with complications. I enjoyed the challenge, and so on and forth. Whatever else it said.
Sodding stone.
You can't come to Denham without visiting the Earl's estate.
You're mad.
The Earl is away, and most of the King's patrol has been drawn to some sort of trouble in the market. Our employer just wants us to plant some embarrassing papers under the cover of a burglary. It will be assumed they were here all along. Unless you think you're not up to my challenge.
Of course we're up to your challenge. But why keep this a secret, however?
Why didn't you tell me this was the target?
For the shock on your face. Ask the others. It is adorable.
I give her that.
So, we split to divide the guard, then find our way in.
And deposit the papers where they can be found by servants. In the bedroom, nice and personal. Don't keep me waiting.
Okay, so in there we need to go.
Tonight is not about shadows. We want some chaos to hide our true purpose.
Could we do that without leaving a trail right to us?
Always want a clear path to run, hey boy?
Alrighty, so go and plant evidence and distract guards, basically, is what we need to do. I can't go there. It looks like I should be able to go there, but no. No way to go there, and she ain't here no more, definitely. I don't know where exactly she went, but she went somewhere or another. It's a nice night. This is definitely a familiar place. I don't remember who it was exactly that lived here. Like I was wondering where exactly Hove lived in, but we did visit an estate of some kind at least at some point, or maybe it was in the origin stories, one of the origin stories. I can't remember completely. I need to play it completely through. The Earl's estate. Let's just read about this then. I remember, like many of Marjolaine's little surprises, I was more excited than afraid. The Earl's estate was a typical posturing of a fortress in peacetime. Its ramparts meant to appease nobility, not defend soldiers. It may have been fearsome long before, but at that moment it was just another prize I longed to humble for Marjolaine. I would come to learn that in the Earl's absence, the estate had been left in far more troubling hands. Troubling. Sounds very much troubling. I tried to read a little bit like with her accent, but I'm not certain how well I managed to do it, but I tried regardless. You go. Do a bummel.
Right here.
And you can shock him. And then you can do some flames. You could also taunt, just so that we could also maybe get this Mapari's attention. So we could rather kill it first. Just do this so you can stun them for a moment again.
Try me! I'm at your heels!
Time for some fun!
Yes.
Just a little bit of a heal.
Hands up gets my foot in its ass!
Okay. Those two are at the very least
That one
dead.
seemed better trained to you.
Fancy your uniform, too. Soldiers on loan to the Arl?
Intriguing. The Heart Line. I remember the soldiers called their group the Heart Line, and it was not unearned. They were freeholders sworn to one Haven Raleigh, a noble who had distinguished himself during the Orles-Ferelden conflict. But they ended the war in disgrace, and their patrons was even denied in return of his title and land. I knew nothing of this at the time. I would come to regret it later.
More reason to dump them out of sight or something.
I'll do it.
Ah, master a clutter piece. Perfect. No. I have it in the quest items. Soldier's body. Dump it where they wouldn't be seen. The weird thing, however, is when we have also a Mabari hound here, but we don't care about the Mabari hound. It's like, no one cares about the Mabari hound? Why not, though? I don't think there was any place that we could be dumping any people in that direction, though. Quite certain about that. Let me just save and let's head on then. Nothing more as of yet. Wonder how long we're gonna be carrying this soldier's body along. We'll see. Freshly tilled soil. I hear more hounds. Ready, we're under attack. You know. You charge.
Yes.
You should actually just like get this guy's attention rather.
Yes!
Not exactly sure even what happened to be that skill. Taunt. We don't want him to be trying to shoot Leliana, certainly.
Yes. There. We could dump.
Maybe you could take the daggers out now and just go and try to kill this guy as well as possible. You can fight a little bit of that against that guy. Give a heroic offense even. So maybe we could quicker try to kill that guy. Why do you not have your... Did I forget to equip this again? It's kind of weird, because I'm sure, like, those were equipped before. I don't know what's going on with that, but okay, fine. I'll equip them again, so you can maybe actually deal some damage. You won't be doing much, of course, obviously enough if I don't do that. Do some healing for us. That should be pretty good. Did I manage to do this for you? Let's try to do it again then.
You asked for it.
Well, might be better that I concentrate completely on just one person at a time, but should be still okay as it is. We're getting this guy down pretty soon.
Right now. If you demand it.
Yeah, I was feeling that I really had to go and do some healing. Now you can shoot. How did he stun us all? It's kind of a good question to me regardless. Because he somehow stunned all of us. I'm not exactly certain how, but somehow they did. More elite guard bodies. Climb up to the window. No, not yet. Definitely no time to do such a thing yet. That seems like that's the way to get in. And that's not what we want to do yet. Get in yet. There's more to this area than just getting in. Let me save. What about this freshly tilled soil?
A good place to stash something, if you like digging.
Okay, I might be stashing the soldiers here. Probably need to. But I'll check it more after we investigate this area completely regardless, just to make sure that there's nothing else
The door is too obvious. It will be barred, even if they expect nothing.
Bet hinges hold better than their guards.
Still, I wanna check everything and not just immediately head to the window. But doesn't seem like there's much otherwise in here. I can check from here quickly if there happens to be anything visible in here, but really seems like this area is quite empty. Oh sure, let's dash the bodies into this tilted ground here, and after that we can head on. Don't get stuck.
Aye, it's still dirt.
It sure is. Good dirt.
That will keep them out of sight. Happy, Sketch?
Appeased.
At least appeased. Not exactly happy still, though. Doesn't sound happy, but appeased at the very least. And then we would
There's
be...
a way in. We can reach the window in that nook.
Tight fit for Tug.
Yeah, your mother said as much.
Oh, sure. What a joke. Ah, your mother said as much. I guess we got a level up. Thus we are very glowing. I had infiltrated the aristocracy many times in Oles. A burglary was nothing I couldn't handle, no matter to noble. No matter to noble in question. And then this loading screen lasts a lot longer than the other one, so that I couldn't read it properly. But this one I could read many times through.
Right. Let's find more soldiers and make a nice mess before we plant the papers.
Love it when you talk like that. You too, Sketch.
Okay. Sure. But yes, level ups, like I said. Okay, level up you first. I should have enough cunning already, so let's take dexterity. Well, I don't see any purpose to do anything else than this. But let's take the lockpick in just in case I happen to need it. Just in case. I don't know if I would, but better to be careful than not. Can't get quite into high enough a strength for some of those skills. Well, what would I like to do from here then? I guess I can take a survival. I don't really know what he should take. So, perfect striking. The warrior focuses on precision, gaining a massive attack bonus for a moderate time, but it is an activated skill. So not something that would be on all the time. Both of these, on the other hand, actually Shield Mastering requires more strength, but this one, the Assault, requires 1 more strength, so I think I will try to get that. Shield Expertise is a passive thing, so this is probably something I could definitely go and take now. The character's experience using the shield in combat has made certain abilities more efficient, increasing the defense bonus for shield defense and making the character immune to direct knockdowns attacks while using shield wall. That is good to hear. I think that will be excellent. Then you can pretty much just use the shield wall all the time. Penalty to damage, sure, but still. The others are supposed to be doing more of the damage after all. And you, on the other hand, not sure if you needed 32 of this for something. It's not like you're using herbalism at all though. So sure. Then what would I like from here? It's so difficult to choose sometimes though. Mana or stamina regeneration would be nice too. Heroic Aura, she's an ally, it constructs for most missile attacks. Not really useful for him at the very least, considering he already has the shield wall anyways. There's so many good options though, so it's difficult to choose sometimes, like, what would be nice? But yeah, this would need 33 magic actually. Couldn't I have gotten even that much? Yeah, I could. So sure. Just so that I can see that skill better. So why not? We've done pretty much just completely electricity for him. The caster sends her out with a bolt of lightning that inflicts electricity damage on target. Then forks send in smaller bolt jump into those nearby, which fork again, each fork does less damage than the previous friendly fire possible. So again, have to be careful with this, but hey, I wanna do something, see a little bit more of their skills because I haven't either used them very much or almost at all previously, so... then just move it into there. Right. That's okay. A little bit of a level ups. I guess we dropped down from there then. However we got there exactly in the end. Seems to be a door here too. Wonder which way should I go. Hidden entrance up to the main level. But what's this?
Gentlemen.
Okay. We at least got some guards' attentions. And off-duty soldier. Sure. Go overpower him if you could.
Bloody!
Don't.
Right here.
Oh, lovely.
You asked for it!
Yeah, definitely asked for it. Kind of, to be honest, of course, but still. Well, they died quite fast. Quite fast. Anything else of interest over here? Not exactly. Was there a lot? Like, I'm not 100% sure which one is the right direction to go. That's the main issue. I guess I could at least go and investigate this room first. Yeah, I was thinking of this.
Do Fereldans condone torture? Or is this allowed because the Earl is away?
Doesn't say much for whoever was left in charge.
Yeah, just a couple people being tortured here. This is very dark, especially if I use the editing software again that I'm using, then it just doesn't show probably almost anything of that. That's the only problem with that. I can like use the two different ones and the one makes it so much darker for whatever reason. I don't really even understand it, but otherwise it looks better, so difficulty. Well, apparently a really lovely Earl we have here, or whoever is doing these tortures.
Always something else. In my time.
It's just one little soldier, so don't really need a lot of pausing for that. Still nothing else visible even. Sure. The only problem is I don't know. Oh,
That boy will grow into something special.
I want to stop that from going on. Why can't I click? Why? Why can I not click? I wanna stop.
In my time.
Hey, locked door. Yay, loot behind the locked door. Iron chest. This is why you go and upgrade the lockpicking. Hey, masterwork letterpiece. I'm certain we wouldn't have been able to open this otherwise. And 10 gold pieces, so many rupees and sapphires and topazes, and I guess this collectible stuff that I'm supposed to collect for.
Help yourselves. It's supposed to be a burglary after all.
Yeah, it certainly is supposed to be, so makes sense. I still would have wanted to actually go and do something about that situation, but I wasn't allowed to. Thick doors make every room a surprise. It's a very strange sentence. Let's see, how quickly can you do that? Did you actually do it? Yeah, but it just takes a long time.
Right.
Takes way too long of a time for that to be efficient by any means. You should taunt.
Loud and clear. Right here.
No running, no hiding.
No running, no hiding, no anything. The crossbowman died. That's all good.
It's done.
And you're about done as well. The only sad thing is that I can... a set of keys. That is important. Some private documentation too. Well, that's good. Nonetheless, then go forth. Use the key. You're so bloody. Aha, Marshal Lane.
Come, Commander. Let's see your little dragon.
Uh-huh.
What the?
For whatever purpose, she is clearly here also flirting or, well, doing something with the gods. What purpose Marjolaine has for that? Is she just thinking that she'll make this even easier for us? What sort of relationship does she have with that specific captain? Or is this rather more of a trap for us? Or what is the purpose exactly? Or just the Orlesian games in general? Who knows? I do not. We are able to supposedly go into that way too, so obviously enough.
More soldiers!
Yes. Seems to be a couple of mages as well. So I'll just send you there first and foremost. Please, Duck. I asked you to go and do this, so please go and do it. When I clearly was asking. And you can do some lightning.
Let's make this last.
Mage, you can stop that right about now. Did you already change the weapon again? Yes, you did. When I do not ask you to do such things. You should actually heal Leliana then. I guess we should really go and just stun this person if in any way possible. Before he would do such a thing, as in Tempest here into the freaking... try to kill us all. Well, could you maybe move from there? Come and kill. You can do flame burst. Well, you can't yet, so do this then.
Yes!
I was indeed thinking that that should stun him too.
Yes.
What a thing, casting just Tempest here in the middle, in this little room, pretty much hitting himself with it too. Ah, war journal even. Manuscript copy, the title is Antivian or maybe Nevaran. Sellable, but not uniquely noteworthy. Okay. Mental resistance. Not quite sure who would want to use it.
A war journal with no war?
A lot of bitterness still around. This is pushing it, though.
Okay, what is this then? War Journal Revisited. I remember, had my younger self cared, I'd have seen that early in the War Journal the Heart line were highly praised, but after their patrons' land was lost, they were censured by King Merrick directly for brutal treatment of prisoners. Their patron being Haven Relay, those latest requests to forcibly retrieve his territory had been denied. But those were distant problems and not mine to worry about. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's visit this door then. Whatever is behind door number 2. Good sodding morning. Is it? Is it just a good sodding morning?
Good sod it.
I tried to select. And you can just do that. Then don't really care too much what else you're gonna do. You can do this and do even more damage to both of them. And they're pretty much just done for. Nope, nope. Easy peasy with these two. Footlooker. Some more stuff. That's like a statue of a little duck in great silver bowl. My body hound statue, or what's the other word that I said? I'm just suddenly completely like, it's on the tip of my tongue what exactly the word was, but then just can't say it completely. Oh well, not too big of an issue. I'm not certain which is the direction. I guess this is indeed the direction I need to go, because...
Where did she go?
Yeah, where did she go?
Marjolaine will find us when she's had her fun. Always does.
The question is, what sort of fun is she having? Is she actually going to be sleeping with that man, or are they... is she gonna kill him, or whatever is gonna be happening? Who knows? I do not know about Marjolaine. I do remember Leliana talked about her, some things at the very least, but don't remember everything. Alright, I guess we go to the
master
bedroom.
We can plant the papers in the desk.
Let's look at the other stuff first, though.
This Commander Raleigh sounds like a beast.
Maybe he's the target we're embarrassing.
Maybe. Harvender likes personal journal. I remember. The personal journal of Commander Raleigh was a horrible sight. He boasted of cruelty far beyond the public accounting. He pined for an excuse to attack Orlais, to take back his lost land. It was easy to imagine how clinging to such hatred would poison a man, but I could not know how this strangest private war would collide with my love for Marjolaine. Whatever that means then.
It's done.
Exactly. Hey, another piece of masterwork letter piece, and I guess there was like 6 of them, so I guess I have 3 of them right now. I hope I find all of them then. I just closed it. Didn't even pick them up. Just like, open it, but don't take any of them. Okay, I guess we should be dropping this off then.
These are Orlesian seals.
Be quick, pretty thing. We are wearing out our welcome.
Okay. What were you doing with that man?
Marjolaine? Where were you? Who was that man?
What? Oh, some officer. No matter. I gave him a thrill to avoid a bigger fight.
Officer? Who... And what about this? Orlesian military seals on the papers.
We don't have time to discuss it, Leliana.
I don't like this.
Leliana. Later. Move.
Later. Sure. Being a bard had always been about fun. I wasn't ready for the risk Marjolaine was putting me to and stuff, I guess. Yes, we could be doing some more selling and stuff here and getting a level up and whatever else we're exactly doing in the meantime. Alright, let's look at the level up first. It's just a shame that sometimes it then loads so fast and I can't quite read everything about that loading screen. So sadness, so sadness. I could take the arrow of slaying if I really wish. Automatic critical hit if this shot finds its target, although high-level targets may be able to ignore the effect. The archer suffers reduced stamina regeneration for a time. Maybe. Deadly Strike is, of course, then on the other hand, deactivated. Switch Strike. Or taking some of these that are passive is probably the better one. Even though I generally, like I said, I like to keep her as archer, usually speaking. But here she is clearly also doing the dual well, she is more efficient sometimes just striking from behind. So then this would make sense. Rogue strikes where it hurts the most, inflicting automatic backstab against stunned or paralyzed targets. So if that happens to be the case, I think that's a good idea. Sure. Sure. Let's take that.
3, 6, carry over the ort. Oh, no.
What, Bonnie Lamb?
Looking a little peaked, Missy.
How so? This job doesn't worry you.
Nothing about us being here hits you as wrong.
Haven't thought about it. My purse follows Marjolaine. Good eye for money, that one.
But if we caught...
If you're caught, I never know what you're doing out there. That's how I like it.
Well, that's kind of true. You have the least risk, to be honest. Let's try
Just
it.
show me what you've scrounged up.
Well, I can definitely at least take these healing potions. No reason not to. And these daggers are completely useless. I don't really know if I like this Northward amulet either, but... And what do I do with all of these? Not really that much. Trade manifest. That. Some other private... This feels like it should be something more interesting, but it probably isn't. Oh yeah, lyrium potions. Definitely want those lyrium potions for our mage. I'm sure we'll be needing them. Arcane technique. Well, we would have enough money to get one of these sort of things if we wish. A tome researched by the Imperial Chantry at the winter offshoot of the Andastrian religions that no longer persecutes magic users. The book grants insight into the fate, increasing the reader's knowledge of spells. 1 point to spend on a talent or spell, but is rendered useless afterwards. It is very good, especially for a mage, because there's so many things that they can take. Of course, this is also then one skill for us, but Spear thrower, the one we have equipped, has already basically rapid aim, so does this. This does have a little bit more damage. Nah, I think the one that our mage has is still probably better than that. Well, it's a plus 10 to electricity damage, but after all, I took a lot of electricity for him at the moment, so it's fine. Of course, they are all good possible choices. That's probably something I should buy. Critical backstab damage, plus 10%, sounds pretty good. Although it does require 14 strength, but do I have that much? Yes, I do. So that's also fine. Plus 12 defense from that. It is like doubles the amount that he already has. Mana regeneration is awesome. Kind of sad that I already bought the Enchantress robes in that sense, but kind of couldn't really know how quickly we anyways already came here. Belt, spell power, mental resistance. He doesn't have anything for a belt yet, so in that sense. Strength and dexterity, plus 4 strength and minus 1 cunning. Decent rings. What would I wish to buy? Now that's a good question. Definitely don't need to buy those poisons. We did fine enough already, and we already have a couple of freeze bombs anyways if we really need to use them at some point. I don't really like this, so I guess I'll just sell it. I guess I should just sell these two. Because what do I really do with them? Not really that much. Should I buy this? Now that's a good question. It's good, but is it really that needed? I don't know. I'll buy at least these. They make sense for me to buy. I just need to look at my own. My gauntlets are pretty good already though, especially with the rapid aim and stuff. Well, I did that already. I already bought them, so whatever. These are half better than the ones that he has. I am tempted by the chance to dodge attacks and mana regeneration. Like, they have such good armors and stuff already, though, so it's like, is this really worth it? Some of this stuff. +1 cunning, +10% chance to dodge attacks, -1 strength. I think I'll buy that for myself at least. That seems like a very nice one. Armor. +4 strength. That's completely just like pluses, though. It's difficult to choose. Difficult to choose sometimes. But yeah, Leliana can even have 2 rings, so from that you get +2 to strength and +2 to dexterity. This is very nice. Very, very nice. Then this is the only question, like, should I be changing that? That gives already the +1 dexterity, but didn't this already have rapid aim? Yeah, so in that sense, like, the only thing that this gives is +1 dexterity in all honesty. So this seems like a better option because of that reason specifically. Sure. But yeah, some stuff that these guys have are so good already. That's kind of ridiculous.
Anything shiny, Lem?
Always for you and Marjolaine.
Always. No, might as well sell them. Then what? What else? I could still buy this at least for you if I wanted to, but I don't know. I don't know about that. This is the armor penetration, which is nice enough and a little bit higher damage, but on the other hand, the bow that you already have is already quite good. Then Sketch has these things. Like, this is probably the ones that I would be the most interested in buying. Because the mana regeneration, great. Spell power, okay. And chance to dodge attacks, pretty sweet. So the only sad thing is that I already bought you the other ropes that are also good, but I would have to still say that I like those better. Tuck doesn't even have a ring yet, does he? I guess I can take that then for Tuck. And sure, let's just freaking take that. That's fine. I got everything that I could even remotely think of getting, to be honest. There's nothing else that I would especially wanna get. Should I still... I guess I can go and talk to them and then later on, like, end the episode after I talk to them.
What's this?
We rob the Arl and he boils the same old gruel.
I'll sink a stone in it. Make you feel at home.
Split wood.
Ditch rock.
Okay, sure.
Well, Marcelin's full of surprises, hmm?
I have to say something to her about the papers. Right?
Seems like you've decided.
Well, what would you do, Tuck?
We have to do something before it's a problem, Tug. But what?
Well, I'd just take my money and run back to Orlais. I have a girl I'm ruining for her Chevalier husband.
We pulled many strings to arrange the market. Someone will know we were here.
Marjolaine has people in her pocket. She can deal with treason. Maybe.
But okay, so yeah, treason. It's not just fun and games, it's treason we're getting involved with. Well, am I right to be worried in your opinion?
I may be making too much of this.
Those papers were not the job we agreed to. They're a different kind of risk.
Then you should let her know you are concerned too.
Knowing and caring are different.
So why don't you care? What would you do?
We have to do something before it's a problem,
But
Tug.
I was thinking that this is actually the same.
Well,
We pulled
Marjolaine has people.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Did you know about the mission? He kinda already said he didn't.
Marjolaine left you in the dark too.
Always does.
Not always.
Maybe not you. I get where and when. It's usually enough. Valroyu was quiet anyway. Really quiet, actually.
She was focused on Denerim.
Marjolaine planned for months. Some jobs we turned down.
Made us hungry. Maybe a little stupid.
But not on purpose.
Right.
Well, I'll go talk to Marjolaine soon.
I'm sure it's all just a mistake. We can fix it.
She won't like hearing that.
What about you, Sketch?
Your turn to cook?
Have to do something. The Arl's estate? Soldiers? Templars should give up mages and hunt whatever Marjolaine is.
Marjolaine is quite something, she is. So how would you fix this?
I'm worried too, but we can fix it somehow.
We should just disappear. Don't wait around for it to go bad.
Not go back to Orlais.
I don't have much to go back to. Less if they start thinking I'm a threat to the nation.
Certainly. But wouldn't you miss Orlais?
I can't bear the thought of never seeing my home again.
Wish I knew the feeling.
Some of us don't match the bard spy fetish. Like me, pretending I know the loot.
You murder music.
But yeah, she surprised you too.
I was worried I was the only one left out of the plan.
You're the only one she tells anything.
Then why did you come?
An apostate elf needs to keep his friends close.
I can be hanged on a rumor. Accidental treason's a bit over the top, really.
Bit over the top. Yeah, well, I'll try to go and talk to her about the papers soon.
I have to say something to Marjolaine. Soon.
Better you than me.
It's your books. Sketch's books. Correct. Sketch. I remember I met Sketch in Val-Royax, but he had spent so much of his life hiding among immigrants and smugglers, he lacked the connection, resentment, and even accent of other city elves. His primary concerns were about persecution as mage, not an elf. He was not a Partick type, but I suppose the game was more forgiving than the Templars. I remember his books, not unexpected for a mage, but most were mere distractions, the thinnest pulp of history. The only proper mage tome was a volume of philosophy and ethics regarding the manipulation of summoned creatures, which he owned because it was large. He was slowly covering every page with a little preoccupied scribbles, as though the text wasn't even there. So I didn't really care about those things that were actually even written in the book, just writing there as well. Duck's satchel, so we know a little bit more about our companions. So how did we meet Tuck? I remember Tuck. Tuck was a dwarf with a few words for strangers and choice words for friends. He was a strange fit in Orlais, but he never offered a reason for why he left his home. I had accepted his company and friendship knowing he would share what he wanted in his own good time. He laughed when I first asked about the silk kerchiefs. We'd be in some noble's vault, pocketing gems, and Tuck would be rummaging the linens. They were his practical luxury because one can never be sure of toiletries while traveling. He once said far too loudly that he'd spoiled himself once and lost his callus, but I suspect that may have been for Sketch's plunging reaction. Maybe so. But he is also he has the tattoos, so I assume he is also just like my main character is. Not any sort of nobility or something, but in a lot worse position. Okay, so I'll be ending the episode here and we'll continue for some more of Leliana's song then in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed some more of this Leliana's song, and I shall see you for more next time. So thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.